Tasha, I'm on my way home. I'll arrive in a few hours. Oh, and I'm really craving spaghetti bolognese. Prepare it just the way I like it.
Dad, I can't believe this is the first thing you will say to me in weeks. You traveled 2 weeks ago without so much as a heads up. I texted and called you, but you ignored them all. I saw all the posts you made on social media. I know you've been with Cindy all this time.
I wasn't trying to hide the fact that I was with her. Do I need your permission before I can spend time with my girlfriend? I'm your father. I tell you what to do, not the other way around. Why do you have a problem with me and Cindy?
I don't. I'm just saying you didn't have to ignore me. Did you even know how worried I was? I doubt that. You know, it's really sad that you don't care about me. I wish I could get a little fraction of the affection you show Cindy.
Oh boy, thought you said you were never gonna bring this up again. I don't care about all this right now. Just get back home in time and do what I told you. I don't want it scalding hot like the last time, okay?
I'm at work. You know that. I won't be able to get home in time to cook.
That's one of the lamest excuses I've ever heard in my life. You're being too chatty today, Tasha. Let me guess. This is because I've been away for a while, right? Have you forgotten who's the head of the house? I don't care about your silly job. Prepare my meal, or there will be hell to pay.
God, you don't care about my job? You keep downplaying my job. You make it seem like I have a horrible profession. I'm the manager of a tech company, for crying out loud. It's my job that funds your lifestyle. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't stand a chance with Cindy. You know that.
You would have been in my good books if you had studied medicine, but nah, you chose to be as stubborn as your mother.
That's a sensitive topic, Dad. Can we stop now?
No! You know, sometimes I really wish she'd taken you along when she fled the house. I wouldn't have had to be stuck with you.
I am not doing this with you this evening. I have to go back to work.
What? Get back here, Tasha. You better cook before I get home or you'll pay dearly for defying me. Tasha! Let this be the last time I'll give you instructions and you'll disobey me. It must never happen again.
Is this still about yesterday? I did tell you I wouldn't be able to cook, but I made up for it by ordering in. You refused to eat it.
Why on earth would I eat food prepared by strangers? Why would I do that when I have a daughter who's perfectly capable of cooking? You know I like my food home cooked. Yet you gave me that rubbish to eat last night. How do you even think sometimes? Jeez. Anyway, there's a more pressing matter that we need to discuss. I think we've got a problem.
Okay. What is that?
I've been trying to make withdrawals from your account, but it's not going through. Do you know why?
No, I don't. Maybe it's just an error from the bank? What do you need money for, though?
Cindy's birthday is in a few days, and I have to get her a present. There's this pretty necklace I saw at the mall down the street. It would fit her perfectly.
What? Everything they sell there is pretty expensive.
Okay, what are you driving at?
Dad, how can you use my money to buy gifts for your girlfriend? How is that right?
I'm your father, so everything you own is mine as well. After all, you live under my roof. I don't have time to listen to you whine. Cindy's birthday's in a few days, and I need that money ASAP. Try getting some cash on your way home. I don't think I can wait for the bank error to be fixed.
Wow, I can see how much you care about Cindy. I'm your flesh and blood, and all you do is take my money and insult me? Ever since I made you a signatory to my account, you've been spending even more than I do. You've never bought gifts for me, not once. Yet you're about to take my money to buy something for Cindy? That really hurts.
Get yourself a man to buy you gifts. Oops, I forgot. You look just like your mom. No one's gonna stay with someone with that kind of face for long.
What? That's a cruel thing to say. I'm not sure how long I can take this anymore.
Let's just focus on the more important issue at hand. How are we gonna fix this bank problem? I need the gift properly wrapped and prepared before her birthday.
The bank will resolve it when they choose to.
Huh? No way I'm waiting that long. Go there tomorrow and get the issue resolved, okay? Tasha, are you there? You lied to me. It was never a bank issue. You revoked my access to your account. What were you thinking?
Yes, I removed you as a signatory to my account. Ever since I added you, all you did was abuse the privilege. It hurts so much to see you using my money just to have fun. I stay up late at night just to complete my tasks. I put in so much effort into my work. Anyway, you're no longer a signatory.
This is one of your dry jokes, right?
I am afraid not.
Wow. You know what? You and I will be going to the bank tomorrow, and you'll correct this grievous mistake of yours. You have a duty to me. After your mother left, I took care of you. I made so many sacrifices for you.
Yes, and you have made my life a living hell as a result. Besides, I began taking care of myself since I turned 16.
Just like you should have done. I made you strong. I raised you into the woman that you are now. You wouldn't have made it without me.
I got to where I am now without your support, Dad. I took care of all my college bills.
I didn't chat you up to discuss all this, okay? It's Cindy's birthday, and seeing as I don't have access to your money, how do I give her a good treat? Anyway, I thought of something else to make her day a special one.
I really don't care, Dad.
You should. You'll be having dinner at the house. I want a 3-course meal. You'll prepare a grilled steak. She loves them. Also make baked potatoes, and then finish off with the strawberry brownies for dessert.
What? How am I gonna do all this by tonight?
Don't ask me. You're the one who revoked my access to your account. You could have dined at a fancy restaurant instead, you know. Now the house will be our restaurant and you'll serve us just as instructed. You call your friends to assist if you have to.
Dad, I'm at work right now and I would come home late. I'm already extremely stressed. I won't be able to do all that. And stop using the signatory thing as an excuse. It was only a matter of time before I did it. I remember clearly that I didn't even want to add you at first. You forced me to.
Tasha, this is your one chance to make me happy. Don't blow it. If you do well tonight, I'll forgive everything else. I promise. And when we return from the bank tomorrow, I'll get you a present. So, get to work, okay? I'll send you a list of songs soon so you can prepare a playlist. It would help set up the ambiance. Ciao. I'm sure you feel better about yourself after the fiasco you caused last night. What on earth were you thinking?
I caused? How was any of that my fault?
Shush. You know how hurt Cindy was last night? She could barely sleep, and she cried for hours.
I could barely sleep either after you kicked me out of the house because of her.
Don't blame Cindy for this. Everything that happened last night was your fault.
Dad, I clearly told you I wouldn't be able to cook, but you refused to understand. I started having severe headache even before I got home. As soon as I did, I fell asleep on the couch. Your knock woke me up. Also, Cindy had no right insulting me or ordering me around.
So that's why you chose to be rude to her? That's why you chose to fight her?
She hit me. All I did was defend myself. You stood back and watched that woman slap your daughter multiple times. You didn't even move an inch. But the moment I retaliated, you grabbed the frying pan and hit me.
You deserved it. Cindy was only teaching you a lesson.
You're right. I probably deserve it. I should have seen you for who you are a long time ago. You've never cared about me. You know, I kept hoping that someday you will be the dad I have always desired, but now I know it's never gonna happen.
Stop all this, okay? You're blowing everything out of proportion. We'll talk about all this later, okay? For now, let's fix this bank issue. We need to go to the bank right now. What motel are you staying at? Let me come pick you up.
Dad, you don't get it. I am done being that naive, nice girl you hit with a frying pan. My motel is none of your business. The same goes for the money in my account. You're not touching it ever again. You kicked me out of your house for good last night, and nothing will make me come back.
You're still pissed about last night? I get it, but don't make rash decisions, okay? You'll end up regretting them. I promise we'll talk about this later. Let's just go to the bank and get this done with.
I have to get back to my computer now. Goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye? Hold on, girl. I'm not done talking to you. Tasha! This has gone on long enough, Tasha. It's time for you to come home. You're being childish. It's gotta stop.
I'm home already, Dad.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
I've moved into my place. Of course, I wasn't going to stay at that motel forever.
That wasn't necessary. Come back home right now, girl. I believed you were just sulking, but I can see it's getting out of hand. If you return home right now, I'll forgive you for everything and we'll move past this. You won't even have to add me as your signatory anymore. So, come home, we're family, and we belong together. Can't you see I'm ready to put my anger aside because of you? Stop being so stubborn.
Me? Stubborn? Now that's rich. You're broke, right? That's why you want me to come home so badly? It's not happening. And stop speaking to me about forgiveness, Dad. I am done doing that. You've never cared about me. You only care about the things I have to offer. You also keep punishing me for Mom's crimes. She left because you were hurting her with your inactions. You made her pay all the bills. The mistake she made was not leaving you. It was not taking me along. You really hurt me, Dad. Worse than any other person in this world. Have you forgotten how you sold off my car without asking me? You didn't even give me a cent of the money you got from it. Now, why would I want to come and live with you? You've been feeding off me like a parasite and I'm sick and tired of it. Go and be with your lovely Cindy. I hope you both will be happy together.
Whoa, you sound just like your mother. I really didn't see this coming. You really think so highly of yourself because you have a job? The same thing your mom did. No worries, I'll get money and show you just how useless you are to me. Tasha, are you busy right now? Can I talk to you for a moment?
I'm busy, Dad. What is it?
See, I know I messed up, okay? Can you find it in your heart to forgive me?
Wow, just wow. You're seeking forgiveness. That's new.
I'm serious. I made a big mistake and I'm sorry. I should have never hit you that night and I should have never kicked you out. I thought if I pretended to care, you will return, but I was wrong. Since you left, my life has taken a downward spiral. I'm wretched. That stupid Cindy dumped me afterward. I feel so ashamed to say this, but I need you. Please, Tasha, come back to me. I promise to do better as a father.
It's sad, you know? You're only here begging because you're broke and you need money. You and I both know that you've learned no lesson and you cannot change. I should have left that house long ago, but I was scared of being on my own. I thought I needed you as a guide and father, but you only took advantage of me. Thank you for kicking me out because that's the only way I was forced to face my fears. And I've been happy ever since. I'm finally free from you and your toxicity, so let me be. You deserve everything that's happening to you.
Please, Tasha, I'm sorry, baby. I'm your father. Take pity on me. Tasha!
Afterwards, Dad tried reaching out to me across all platforms, and he even came to my place of work multiple times. I had to threaten him with the authorities, and that was when he kept his distance. Last I heard, he was working as a dishwasher so he could earn a living. He definitely deserved it. As for me, I've never been happier. My job is going great, and I found love too.
Layla, when are you going to start picking up and cleaning up after yourself? Honestly, when you married my son, I didn't expect him to be dealing with such a lazy and slobbish person. I fully expected you to have some manners and to be able to deal with the household chores. Is it really that much to ask?
What are you on about, Tracy? There's no mess in the house at all. I know because I did a deep cleaning yesterday at your constant insistence.
Well, if it's so tidy, why is there a bowl and cup just sitting in the sink, huh? Explain that to me.
What? That was what I had for breakfast this morning. I was in a bit of a rush considering I woke up late because you decided to hide my alarm clock. I didn't have time to wash up my bowl and cup. But considering that there are only 2 items, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I'll sort them out when I get home from work.
Ugh, don't bother. I've already washed them up and put them away for you. You're welcome, by the way. Not that you were going to thank me for doing your job anyway.
Thank you, Tracy. However, you know that you don't need to do that. I am more than capable of washing up some dishes once I get back from work. It's really not that big of a chore.
If it's not that big of a chore, then how come you didn't do it this morning, huh? Were you just trying to make it a horrible space for my son to live in? And me?
No, Tracy, you know I wouldn't do that. I was simply in a rush.
Well, that's not good enough. As a wife, you are expected to take care of the house and all of the chores that come with it. Not to mention that you're supposed to make sure that your husband has everything he wants. Just because you have a job doesn't mean you get out of doing these things. It was your decision to keep working when you could have stayed at home and looked after the house and kids. So now you have to deal with the consequences of that decision.
Tracy, you act as if me choosing to go to work is some terrible thing. I enjoy my work, so I'm happy to keep doing it even though I am married. And for your information, the chores are shared between me and Bradley so that neither of us is taking on too much. It's what responsible and caring couples do, instead of shoving it all off onto the woman. As well as that, it's only because I have my job that Bradley and I can afford to keep you living in our house with us. Especially considering that you don't bring any money into the house yourself. We need everything that we can get just to meet the increase in our bills, now that you've started using our electricity and water.
Oh, so now you're complaining that I'm using too much and costing you too much? What a lovely daughter-in-law you are. I feel so welcome in your home. That was sarcasm, if you didn't know.
No, I guessed that it was.
Anyway, You say that both you and Bradley need to work in order to keep me in the house, but we both know that that isn't true.
What do you mean?
Oh, do come off it. We both know that you only stayed at your job so that you could flirt with all the men there. There was no reason for you to stay there, not when Bradley is earning so much money at his work. I know that he's the one who pays for the house and bills. You don't really bring anything of value to the home.
And is that how you really feel?
Yes, it is.
I see. And who told you that Bradley earned more money than I did and that he paid for everything to do with the house?
Well, Bradley told me so himself.
What?
Yeah. The other night when you were working late again, although I'm pretty sure I know what you were actually doing, I asked Bradley if you really needed your job. He told me that you didn't, as he earned enough money to pay for the house and everything else. So basically, I know you just go to your job to get attention.
That's not true in the slightest. I love my job very much and I enjoy what I do. That is why I wanted to continue working. As for Bradley saying that he can afford this place on his own wages, well, I'll have a serious talk with him about that.
You can't get mad simply because I told you the truth. Even if you don't like it, there's nothing you can do about it. Face it, you just weren't cut out to be my sweet little baby's wife.
We'll just see about that. Bradley, why did you tell your mom that you could handle the finance of the house and bills and everything else without me? And that me going back to work was just a way for me to flirt with other people or something ridiculous like that?
Oh, Layla. Well, I guess I told her that because she was annoying me. She kept going on about how I should be the man of the house and you should be the woman of the house. I started to tell her that you needed to work so that we could afford the mortgage payments, but she looked so disappointed that I just blurted out that you do your job for fun because I can cover all the expenses. I didn't want to see my mom upset or, worse, have her think that I'm not the man of the house simply because I earn less than you.
But you do earn less than me.
Well, she doesn't need to know that.
Bradley, you need to tell your mom the truth. She has been driving me mad with all of her accusations and belittling. She was complaining to me simply because I left a bowl and a cup in the sink this morning in a rush to get to work.
I know that she can be a little bit temperamental, but she means well. It's just her way of helping out.
I don't think it is. I think that she's purposefully trying to be difficult as a way to try and make me feel bad.
Are you seriously suggesting that my mom is being petty? That's my mom, Layla, and I don't appreciate you implying those kinds of things about her. I love her dearly, and I would be happy to see the two of you get on, so at least try to do so.
I am trying. I've been as gracious as I can be by opening up our home to her so that she has somewhere to live. I shouldn't have to put up with her belittling and nasty attitude as well.
Are you sure you're not the one being horrible?
No, of course I'm not. Whose side are you even on? Okay, I'll try. For you.
Thank you.
You're a little snitch, you know that?
I'm sorry?
Telling my son that I've been acting horrible to you? It's only what you deserve. You can't provide for my son the way that I can. I mean, you can't even look after a house for him. If anyone should be yelled at, it should be you.
Why are you acting so horrible to me? What have I ever done to make you hate me so much?
That's simple. You took my son away from me.
What?
Yeah, he should be relying on his mom to do things for him, not his useless wife. In fact, you don't deserve this house given how you let it get all messy and everything. And, considering that my son is the one who pays the mortgage and all of the bills, you're not actually wanted here anymore. I think you should leave. For good.
You have completely lost it now. Are you seriously trying to kick me out of my own home?
It's not yours. It's my son's. And he agrees with me.
No, he doesn't.
Ask him yourself.
Fine, I will. Bradley, your mom has gone too far now. She's trying to kick me out of my house. Can you believe that? I think it's time that we tell her that she needs to find somewhere else to live.
I'm not just kicking my mom out of the house. Besides, she has a point. I'm getting so sick and tired of your constant whining about her. Maybe it would be best if we just went our separate ways.
What? Are you seriously choosing her over me? I've done everything I can to make you happy, even letting you move your mom in with us even though I didn't really want to. And you decide that I'm the one being unreasonable and horrible?
Look, it's obviously not working out. Let's just be adults about this and end it. I'll keep the house, of course, as both me and my mom live there, so it only makes sense.
Oh, does it now? Fine, you can keep the house if you want it that bad. I'm sure I can find somewhere nicer anyway.
Whatever, just try and move your stuff out ASAP.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
So, did he finally tell you to pack your bags and take a hike? Huh, I told him he should have done that ages ago. He can do so much better than you for a wife. Not to mention that the house is ours. Honestly, you didn't stand a chance against me. I can't believe I actually get to keep living here, though. I thought for sure that you'd put up some sort of fight for it.
Oh no. Like I told Bradley, the house is all yours. I'm sure I can find somewhere much nicer.
Huh? As if. Your work is all nonsense. I bet you don't even get paid that much. You'll probably come crawling back to Bradley begging for him to take you back, and I won't let him.
Believe what you want. You'll see soon enough.
What does that mean? Layla? Layla? Answer this phone right now. How could you do this to us? I thought that we were your family. Layla!
Oh, Tracy, what do you want?
How could you just sell the house like that? I mean, I don't get it. You shouldn't be able to do that. Bradley was the one who paid the mortgage and everything, wasn't he?
Actually, Tracy, I'm the one who did all of that. My job pays much more than Bradley's does, so we agreed that the mortgage would go in my name as I was the one with the highest wages. And because I technically own the house, that means I can do what I want with it. Even sell it.
Yeah, but we're your family. You wouldn't kick your family out of their home, would you?
Oh, please. You never saw me as your family. All you thought of me was that I was some useless girl who stole your son away from you. Well, you got your wish. Your son is all yours, but the house is not. Think of it as compensation for the hell you put me through when I had to live with you.
But...
Sorry, but I'm really not interested in whatever vile tirade you want to spew. I am a very busy woman, although I suggest that you and Bradley move out of the house ASAP. I've already got very interested buyers wanting to take a look around.
Don't be such a selfish witch. Just let me and Bradley live here.
No, I don't think I will. Not after the way you both treated me. You deserve to find your own place to live. Although, with Bradley's salary being so small, I can't imagine it will be a very nice place. Oh well, that's your problem, not mine.
Why, you...
Anyway, I've got a very busy day, so I'm gonna go. Please don't message me again. Goodbye. I ended up selling the house to a lovely couple who had a baby on the way. They were thrilled with the home and couldn't wait to start their little family. Tracy and Bradley were kicked out of the house, which meant they had to find a new place to live. They ended up renting a tiny, run-down apartment as Bradley couldn't afford anything bigger on just his salary alone, and his mom refused to work, instead demanding that her son provide for her. If only Bradley had listened to me, maybe he wouldn't be in the mess he is in now. Oh well, sometimes you have to let people learn the hard way.